Let's just say you want to get a specific kind of motor oil in your car. Now, the average person who is paying for their oil change is going to say, hey, look, I want this oil in my car. Do this, do that. Here's the money. Call me when it's done. And then the mechanic is looking at you like, hold on, man. Like, yeah, I'm working for you, but you're out here barking orders. Then you might wonder why your car stopped popping and missing because you just talk crazy to your mechanic like you never talk crazy to your barber. Think about it, man. Got a razor to your throat. He got clippers to your head. He can make you look all kind of ways. He can take you from having a jerry curl down to having a bald head. How many times have you ever heard somebody tell you, whoa, calm down? And then you tell them, I am calm. Good evening. I want to talk to you today about how to actually talk to people. A lot of people in today's time don't actually know how to talk to people because we've been so accustomed to being behind the computer and kind of more so kind of hiding who we are. Stuff happens behind the computer, but you eventually got to step out from behind that computer and go out into society and talk to people. And one thing that most people don't understand is conversation rules the nation. When you're communicating with people, people like for you to be enthused to want to talk to them. Whenever we're talking to somebody, it's three things that we must do. The first thing that we have to do, we have to want to actually physically talk to the other person. The second thing that we have to do, we have to have an end goal in mind whenever we're talking to anyone. The third thing that we need to do is we need to speak in inclusive terms. See, if you want to talk to somebody, they can tell if you want to talk. It can be a 2-month-old baby and you're talking goo goo gaga to the baby. That baby knows that you want to talk to it. That baby is like looking up at you like, yeah. So if a baby knows that you want to talk, imagine an adult. Most people in life, they just actually talk just to be talking. So whenever you're talking, you have to actually talk and actually want to talk. So for example, let's just say you woke up on the wrong side of the bed and you decide to go down to the grocery store. You get to the store and then one of your old school buddies from 25 years ago, he's at the same store as you. He's like, Lamont? Then you look back, oh, hey man, what's going on, man? I'm so happy to see you. Yeah, man, good to see you too. So you see how the second person, the person who went into the grocery store, who woke up groggy on the wrong side of the bed, who didn't want to talk, you see how that person, the school buddy, he actually wanted to talk. He made you actually talk to him because see, he actually wanted to talk to you. You didn't want to talk. Anytime you answer somebody with short answers, yes, no, maybe, I think, possibly, anything, key indicators to the other recipient who you are talking to that you don't want to actually talk. See, that's how a lot of people miss out on opportunities because see, when you don't want to talk, it's gonna make you lose opportunities out because you don't know who is coming to actually uplift your life. So it's best to always make sure to always want to talk to people. The second piece of this equation is going to be to have an end goal in mind. Try to learn as much as possible about the other person. Let's take this one a step further. Let's just say if you're communicating with somebody, let's just say like you're out at a club or you're at a bar and you're communicating with somebody. If you have the end goal set up for something like sexual or anything like that, don't do that because that's clear as day. Bright as my motorcycle code is. If you have cruel intentions, then they'll be able to tell you have cruel intentions with the conversation. So never try to make the end goal be anything sexual. Always when you're talking to people, try to make the end goal be to where you are learning as much about the person as possible. If you're ready to take your journey of mindset mastery to the next level and dive even deeper into mindfulness and also meditation, well, I've got a fantastic resource just for you. Inside, you're going to find step-by-step instructions, valuable insights, and also practical exercises to help you enhance your mindset and bring more positive changes to your life. Whether you're looking to conquer challenges, unleash your potential, or simply find more peace and balance throughout your daily life, this guide is the roadmap to success. To get your hands on this exclusive resource, all you need to do is click the link below in the description. Don't miss out on this opportunity to supercharge your growth and also transform your mindset. Just imagine, you meet this lady down here at the pub and then you try to have an end goal of going home with this lady here. But then let's just say you're an author and then you got your mind locked on one thing and then you blow your whole chance, because if you would have learned more about this lady, she would have been happy to tell you that she was the manager of a publishing company. See, it's 6 degrees of separation in life. Hearing somebody and listening to somebody is two totally different things. When you're communicating with people, no one wants to have their time wasted. Please don't come up talking to anybody about just the weather. Like, the weather is not that interesting. That weather stuff that may have worked back in 1802. Talk about something meaningful. Don't talk about, oh yeah, hey man, the weather nice out here today, right? So that's going to be the second component, is to always have an end goal in mind. The third piece of this equation is to speak in inclusive terms. Now, speaking in inclusive terms means speak to people gently. You don't have to speak to people rough. Oh, man, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to do all of that, because different demographics respond differently to different vocal cues. Let me just put it that way. So it's best to always speak in inclusive terms. When you speak in inclusive terms, that works for any demographic. Let's just say you want to get a specific kind of motor oil in your car. Now, the average person who is paying for their oil change is going to say, hey, look, I want this oil in my car. Do this, do that. Here's the money. Call me when it's done. And then the mechanic is looking at you like, hold on, man. Like, yeah, I'm working for you, but you're out here barking orders just because you're paying this $49.99 to get this little oil change over here. That don't mean that you're a big dog. Then you might wonder why your car stopped popping and missing, because you just talk crazy to your mechanic like you never talk crazy to your barber. Think about it, man. Got a razor to your throat. He got clippers to your head. He can make you look all kind of ways. He can take you from having a jerry curl down to having a bald head. Whoops, I'm sorry about that. Let's go back to this oil change situation. Instead of saying, do this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want that. You never know what anybody is going through. You never know what pressure. You never know, somebody could have passed away in their family. If you're out here talking to people rough, he might smack you in the mouth. Don't talk to nobody rough. Like, make suggestions, like make it an interactive conversation, because see, that's going to be the cherry on top of the ice cream right here. It's going to be that inclusivity. Even if you want to talk to somebody, and even if you have an end goal in mind. But number 3 right here, inclusivity, if you don't master that, you might as well not even have had a conversation with this person at all, because this particular person here is going to be looking at you like, man, who the heck you talking to? Man, hey, bring it down some. How many times have you ever heard somebody tell you, whoa, calm down? And then you tell them, I am calm. It's the way how you worded certain things. See, you can say whatever you need to say in life, but it's the way how you say it. If you sit back and say, oh man, the hell with you, man. And then if you sit back and say, Kenny, man, the hell with you, man. You crazy, boy. You see how that's the same thing? I still said to hell with Kenny, but I didn't just say it in a rough kind of way that would make me and him lose friendships or make us get to fighting or something like that. But when you're talking to somebody, it's best to lose that MO or whatnot. And I know it's hard. It's very hard. But if you want to get the maximum amount achieved out of life, I highly suggest to always make sure to speak in inclusive terms. And this about wraps it up for today's episode. Until next time, I'll catch you later.